have an idea. What if I share with you my staycation at the Westin Riverwalk in San Antonio? Welcome to my channel. I'm Chanel with Save Sell Chanel. If you're new to my channel, this channel is dedicated to the different ways I save and sell one day at a time. So let's get into it.
Before I start my review, I do want to mention that my husband and I did not pay for this hotel. This video is not sponsored by Westin or in any way, shape, or form. It was a gift. This was a little staycation from a family member as a Christmas gift. So everything that I mention is based all solely on my experience and also a comparison on staying at a previous hotel in the San Antonio Riverwalk area. So after we checked out of the Wyndham Hotel on the San Antonio Riverwalk, and I'll put a link somewhere so that you can see that review, my husband and I decided to walk to the Westin Hotel instead of taking a ride share because we Googled it and it was only a 10-minute walk and we didn't have very much luggage. So if you're doing a staycation and you're kind of in the vicinity, I would probably recommend just walking to the hotel that you're going to just to save money. You can use it towards something else, such as a dinner or an activity on the actual Riverwalk. Once my husband and I walked to our hotel, I just want to mention too that this is a hotel. This was not our first time there. We have had family members stay there in the past and we have seen the lobby area, but we haven't actually stayed there as an actual guest of the hotel. Once we got to the hotel, you tell it's grand. There's a nice valet. There were so many cars. There were people opening the doors for you. And when you walk in through the lobby, to the right is the check-in area. This was also around the Christmas time, after Christmas, so they still had their Christmas decorations, and the decorations were great. It really created a good feeling of Christmas and New Year, just really great family time. And once we checked in, we thought we could check in early, but they said they were still working on the rooms because the night before they were fully booked, and which is understandable. It was a Saturday. We were trying to check in on a Sunday, and this, keep in mind, this is around the time of the New Year, the Christmas New Year transition. So of course, hotels on the Riverwalk are going to be crazy busy, especially since people are out of school at the time. People are spending time with family or just on vacation. The hospitality was great. They were really wonderful. We had a lot of luggage since we did go shopping. If you saw my previous staycation video, we did go shopping the day before at the River Center Mall, and we did have some bags, but not too much. And they were really nice in holding all of our luggage in our bags at the front desk. We initially tried to check in, I think around 12 or 1 o'clock, but they said our room wasn't available, and because of the room that was already assigned to us, they didn't want to move us at all to any other room because they said the view is one of the best in that hotel, and they specifically said they didn't want to move us anywhere else because they didn't want us to lose the view, especially going into New Year's Eve. So we decided to wait and let them know, please give us a call. The room does come in soon. Eventually, we just went around the hotel itself. You'll see here there's some beautiful lounge chairs in the reception area, and we started walking around. There's a huge lobby area. As you can see here, this is a beautiful Christmas tree. I had to take a picture right next to it because you know me, I love Christmas. So anytime there's an opportunity to take a picture next to a Christmas tree, I will definitely take advantage of it. And there were so many lounge chairs in the immediate area, and it overlooked the actual Riverwalk. So it was kind of gloomy when we checked in, so I wasn't already getting the full experience of it, but overall the hotel was gorgeous. While we were waiting, we kind of looked around. We saw that on the same floor as the lobby there is a little gift shop. I didn't go into the gift shop, but my husband did go to the gift shop, and he said that there's some snacks and drinks or just little things that you may need during your stay at the hotel. And then there's also a little coffee shop, and so you can go there and they serve Starbucks coffee. And then there's a little area too that has kind of like a small banquet hall as well as a rentable business center space. So there's a lot going on the first floor. So eventually we decided that it was better for us to just go ahead and have lunch. So we went downstairs, and the stairs that you're seeing right now, those are going to be the same stairs that you're going to take if you wanted to go directly down into the Riverwalk. You're going to go down those stairs And to the left is the bar and restaurant area. And if you make a right, as you can see here, you'll make a right and that will lead to the doors straight into the Riverwalk, and you can go ahead and take a look and sightsee or people watch, whatever you'd like to do. What's really great about that area was the technology was amazing. They had this nice touch screen that lets you know about what's going on at the restaurant, what are some of the amenities at the hotel, and if you wanted to check the flight statuses at the San Antonio airport. I just thought that was a really nice touch, and it was one of the ways to keep your guests, while they're waiting, kind of occupied. So finally, when we walked into the restaurant itself, it was around lunchtime, and the restaurant is called Zoka. You go through the bar, and then there's a little hostess area. You can see here is the menu, and there was really good options. We chose to get one of each. My husband got the soup, I got the salad, and we got each of those express lunch options. They were both really good. If you're trying to get more like super authentic Italian food, this may not really be it. I feel like there could be a little bit more of a punch to it, but it tasted really green, a little bit more organic and refreshing. So I would recommend this as a nice date or somewhere to have dinner while you're staying at the hotel. After lunch, we still went back to the reception area, and they said our room was still not ready, and we waited some more. We went back to get a coffee. There was a nice options if you wanted to get snacks or an actual Starbucks coffee. There was a lot to choose from while you were waiting. And so, as you can see, there's a little seating area next to the little banquet hall. And essentially, if you pay attention to the decor, there was a lot of thought put into it, such as these beautiful curtains that you can see here, and it overlooked the actual San Antonio Riverwalk. While we were waiting, I just wanted to take a look at the actual hotel itself. And when I walked past the lobby area, if you're facing the actual Riverwalk to your right, there is this grand staircase. It really drew my attention. And what was great about that, next to it is this little area if you wanted to go outside and wait. That day was a little gloomy and rainy. I really didn't want to stay out there, but here's a little clip for it for you. As you can see, if this was a nice, beautiful summer day, this is perfect for sitting outside. And there is no smoking though. They do have signs on the door that says no smoking in the patio area, but for sitting down and using Wi-Fi and being outside, but in still a private space, that is a good place for you just to hang out and enjoy being along the San Antonio Riverwalk. I feel like that is a good gem that I don't think a lot of people utilize. So make sure you look at that in the lobby. There is a little patio area for you to use. Now, once you walk across, and there's plenty of seats. And what I really liked about their decor is a lot of love and a lot of attention went into almost everything in that hotel. When it came to the flooring, when it came to the seats, the fabric on those seats. And as you can see here, even to the lighting fixtures, they have little details as to where it came from. And you can see here the grandeur of the staircase, the mirror, the chandelier. It even says here specifically what period the mirror came from, what period this chandelier came from. If you look at the stairs and you look at the carpet and the details, you can see all the little Christmas decorations. The staff has really put a lot of time and effort in just making sure the feel of the hotel is in line with that Christmas season, that New Year's Eve festivities. So that was great. Once I went up onto the second floor and kind of explored, I had realized that floor was really the banquet hall floor, and just the carpet, the grand piano, there was another touch screen, the lighting, and if you just wanted to people watch, there was an opportunity that you can just look outside the window and see along the Riverwalk. Now, you'll also see that there was a little Don Quixote rug on the wall. It'll tell you the details there, some other relics, and the hotel goes along with the theme of San Antonio. And I've said this in some of my staycation videos videos where San Antonio, the city as a whole, really tries to pay attention and cherish the history of the city and other relics that are within it. And they love to tell the stories and incorporate history into the different hotels and the restaurants, even on the Riverwalk itself. So after looking through that banquet hall, which it took my breath away, and I really, looking at it, I realized if I ever were to have a wedding reception or something like that, like this would be the place to be. It's so elegant but historic at the same time, and open. So that this is definitely something, if you have a wedding or a special venue, definitely look into the Westin at the Riverwalk. It's such a beautiful, beautiful location. So after checking out the second floor, I went back to the main floor, and as you can see there, it's just gorgeous hallways, good lighting, and pretty much my husband and I stayed and waited until our room was ready. Now, some observations that I had of the hotel staff. We checked in on December 30th. Now, obviously, they were completely booked the night before, and I just want to let you guys know, I too have worked in the hospitality industry for some time, and I'm really happy at how they handled all of the customers, turning over a lot of the rooms from the night before, and still trying to maintain and keep the rooms for their members and people who have high rankings within their reward system was great. They had all hands on deck, trying to talk to all of the guests and making sure that they would accommodate them with a room that they had reserved. And there were some guests that were it was already the holidays, people are very stressed out and can be strong and kind of mean to hotel staff, especially when there's a lot of things going on. But honestly, the hospitality and the professionalism of that staff is amazing. So I really commend them, and it makes sense as to why they had a 4 Diamond Star award in 2018. Because their hospitality, their professionalism, and their attention to detail, I really appreciate that, especially when it comes to really, really busy holiday seasons. For this to be one of the busiest times of the year, I can't even imagine if it's like slow season, what the level of customer service would be like just staying at that hotel. We were able to finally check into our room. Our room was on the 15th floor. Now, here is something that's interesting that is not the same that I had observed at the Wyndham, and I'll put this in my comparison video. I'll put the link when that video becomes available. But using the elevator at this hotel, you don't need to use your key card to access the floors, which I thought was very strange, but every hotel is different. So once we got to our hotel room, it was on the 15th floor, which was really great. Compared to the lobby, the hallways themselves were kind of dated, so I really wasn't expecting that. Once we got into our hotel room, you can immediately see the nice bathroom. You had a nice tub, and if you wanted to soak in it, there was plenty of room to do so. You could have also used 2 options for taking a shower, which is to use the handle or just like a rain shower. Nice amenities, including their nice robe that's there hanging on the wall if you wanted to use it. And they have a heavenly collection. I love the fact that they have a green program, which I really appreciate. And here's some of the close-ups of the amenities. One of the amenities that I really liked, they even had mouthwash, a nail file, and those were some things that were not available at the previous hotel. I love that they had a plug immediately next to the bed. If you make a left in your room, you'll immediately notice the closet, and there's plenty of space if you wanted to store your closet. If you pull the right door, the light will turn on. I did notice there wasn't a safety box to put your items in. If you keep walking on the right, there's going to be a coffee machine, as well as some complimentary waters, some Starbucks cups, and a menu if you wanted to order some refreshments. Then if you wanted to have your own beverages or purchase your own beverages and keep them here, there was a nice fridge that you could fill up your own snacks or food and keep it in there. what is great about the hotel is they have their nice artwork, some places to sit and relax, plenty of drawer space, a beautiful TV, nice desk area if you're traveling on business. And they also had their spa menu too. There is a spa in this hotel if you wanted to take advantage of that. More seating area. The details on that were great. It was a nice soft velvety feel, and the bed was so comfortable, nice and crisp. So the details of that definitely had a nice San Antonio feel. Now here is a look at our view that we had. It was a gloomy day, but overall it was nice. We had a nice view of the downtown San Antonio area. If you wanted to go outside there, they did have a little area for you to sit down and just hang out. And here's the view of it. It was really gloomy, but gloomy and rainy while I was taking a video of this. And if you look down from that balcony, you can actually see the Riverwalk and people walking on it. After a certain time, I could start to see the lights that were in downtown San Antonio, and I pretty much passed out. This is a candid shot of me sleeping. And so after I woke up from my nap, I went to the fitness center, which is great. It's on the 4th floor next to the pool area, the spa, and there were plenty of towels for the pool. And the fitness, it's a key card entry. They had really good machines, plenty of cardio, as well as weights or kettlebells if you need to use them. In terms of their cardio and the machines, they have the ones where you have the interactive one. You feel like you can be at any other place in the world. Eventually, I just hung out and enjoyed my little staycation. Here is a little view of what it looks like at night. And the building right across from us had a beautiful colors for the Christmas season. It was green and red, and it was just nice, peaceful night. Going into December 31st, I had to work that day, so I decided to go ahead and have breakfast at the hotel. I really liked how they had fresh juice that was available, and they had a hot and cold breakfast. While I was waiting for my Lyft, I noticed they had waters and towels for the morning runners. When I came back from work, my husband and I decided to get ready to celebrate the New Year's Eve. So eventually he and I decided to go out on the Riverwalk before it went too crazy, take advantage of the sea. And as you can see here, the sunset was amazing. I can't believe that is what it looked like the last day of 2018. And it was just nice to go out of our hotel room, go down the stairs, and immediately be on the Riverwalk. And so it started getting crowded because it was New Year's Eve on the Riverwalk. So we went somewhere, and I'll have another video of our little staycation experience and where we went that night. So after we got all we needed for New Year's Eve we decided to stay in our hotel room, enjoy it. Here's a preview of the sunset from our hotel room. And finally, this is the reason why they told us that they did not want to move us. It is because of the amazing view that we had on New Year's Eve. It pretty much had a 180-degree view of the fireworks display. And I apologize, my camera was not the greatest. It does not do this firework display any justice, but I feel like you would have an idea of what it would look like if you were at that room and on that balcony watching the fireworks display. So here you go. And checking out on New Year's Day was really great. We asked for a late checkout because of the status program, and they honored it. What was really great is that they were able to let us have a later checkout, but we didn't use it fully. But it was great to know that if we needed to, we could use it. So I decided to go to the gym that day, and it was finally sunny. It was a beautiful start to 2019. And here are some shots of the gym and what it looked like when it can overlook the pool area. And here's what the pool area looks like. It was cold that day, so hardly anyone was in that area. So in the summertime, this would be the perfect spot to hang out by the pool. And if you wanted to go and take a look at the Riverwalk, you could too. So here's the final look on our balcony, and I had to take a video of it before we had to leave. So this is what it looked like. So unlike the Wyndham program where you could just call, leave a message, and leave your keys in the room, we called downstairs at the Westin to see if we could just do a quick or express checkout. And they said no, we actually had to go to the front desk to finalize everything. And which I thought that was strange, considering this is more of an upscale hotel. They should have something that's quick and easy, especially for business travelers who just need to get in and out. But, you know, every hotel is different, and they probably want to make sure your stay is great and there are no problems. So that was fine. We eventually went down to the front desk. We checked out. Everything was great. And then we went and used a Lyft to take us home. So overall, my impressions of the hotel is great. Here is a quick tip. Here is a video. They're in the lobby area. If you just need to use the restroom, if you're waiting or hanging out with friends, there is a little restroom next to the coffee area banquet hall, and there's a men's and women's restroom just in case you need it. That is a tip, especially if you're waiting for family members or have guests waiting for you. Overall, I would recommend this hotel. If you are staying or have the opportunity to stay at this hotel, take advantage of it. The experience is great. There's a lot that this hotel has to offer. I didn't get to take advantage of all of the amenities, but if you're staying here, they'll take care of you, and it's really worth the fact that it's right on the Riverwalk. But some people don't like it because of all of the traffic and may want to stay a little further away. That's fine. But if you want to be right in the center of all of the shops, all of the restaurants, this is definitely the place to stay, because you can just walk anywhere right off of the hotel and get to where you need to go. A couple tips that I do want to share while staying at the Riverwalk or at this hotel: definitely go and walk along the streets of downtown San Antonio. There are pharmacies like a CVS or convenience stores close by, and then buy your food, your drinks, your snacks, and then use the refrigerator so that you can save money instead of going down at the first floor and paying the hotel prices at the gift shop. That is just a saving tip for you. And otherwise, in terms of food, I feel like the price was somewhat affordable, especially if you're doing like an express lunch or happy hour at the hotel. If not, also try the streets downtown San Antonio. There are restaurants close to this hotel. So I'll end this video here. I want to know, have you stayed at this hotel before? Is there another location in San Antonio that you stayed at that you'd like me to check out? Leave it in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you. If you like this video, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and hit the little bell icon to be notified of all of my future videos. Keep in mind, this is a 5-part series. I will leave the links in the description box down below once all of the videos are up. So until next time, I'll see you in my next video.